it's me, your boy, K. Samson. I'm here to tell us three things you will do to find your soulmate. Everything needs foundation. You cannot start to build a house when you don't have a land. I'm sure I'm right. You know what I'm saying? You cannot just planning to build a house whereby you don't have a land, or you want to build a house without foundation. It is what impossible. You get it? It is something so what impossible. That is why before you start to think of doing anything, make sure you have what the foundation. And one thing you must do, which within me I said is obligate, is what? Get a job. You know what I'm saying? Because it is not good for you to have your soulmate without job. Yes, all of us want someone that we will become like a liability to. You know what I'm saying? Or someone that we will depend on 24 hours. The person will be the one that will provide all our needs, care for us, and that is why they end up maltreating, taking advantage of you. Why? Because you don't have something in doing. So before you start to look for your soulmate, first of all, make sure you get a job, whether small or big, as long as it can provide your need, and you know that if you have someone attached to you that can sustain. I'm not talking about you ending too much, and no, I'm talking about you getting a job, any type of job, before you start to look for someone. Because you want to marry my sister, and at the end 24 hours you people will be begging to eat food. No, it's not good, and it's not advisable. And if you read your scripture from the origin, Adam and Eve, you understand that when God creates Adam, before he create Adam and Eve, he have already provide all that they need to sustain. That means before you start to find someone which you said, I love, I like her, she like me, make sure that you are stable little. When I'm not talking about you must be stable in all angle. No, make sure that you have something that you are doing. That is why we have a lot of people now today who are stranded in marriage, who are single, single mothers, single fathers today, because many of them, they don't have this mindset of making analysis. All that they know is that let's have this, let's do this, it's sweet, let's do that, it's sweet. And at the end, you come to realize that the man which you said yes to, or maybe it's your boyfriend, and it leads to early pregnancy. You know what I'm saying? It leads to early pregnancy, and you come to understand that it's not yet a man. Because the truth is this: everyone can be a man. You know what I'm saying? Everybody can be called a man, whether you like it or not. Everybody is automatically ordained to be called a man. But another ways is this: not everybody is called a father. There are some people who are not yet matured to be father. So if you attach yourself to someone who is not yet matured to be a father, you will end up regretting it. Believe me. If you involve with someone who is not yet ready to be a father, but is a man, is a boy, you understand that you will suffer it. Or some people, when God said, "He that findeth a good wife findeth a good thing and obtain mercy," he didn't say he that findeth a lady. He didn't say he that findeth a woman. He didn't say he that findeth a girl. He said he that findeth a woman, a wife. That means there is a stages you will reach that will qualify you to be a wife. You know what I'm saying? There is stages that you need to reach before you qualify as a wife. So in other words, you must have something in doing when you are ready to look for your soulmate. Don't just be thinking, I want, because sometimes God will not allow you to meet the right person when you know you are not you are not qualified for it. There was a pastor that I watched. That was day before yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. So the man said in his first ministry, he went to preach. They do what? After preaching, he preached to the extent that he was speaking in tongue, healings, deliverance. People were shouting, miracle everywhere. When he closed, before he come to the program, they asked him that he should do what? Charter a bus he charter a what? He charter a car, a taxi that will take him back and go and come. You know what I'm saying? So he paid the taxi man, according to him, 2,000 naira. And after the program, the owner of the program now offered them how much? 3,000 naira. That means the offering that they offer to him as a token is what is 1,000 after all the expenses. When he removed his own expenses, he said he was mad, and at the end, when he was trying to be, to get to that level of angry. Why am I here? Why is the reason of me coming to this program? You know what I'm saying? He said he come to a point where he hear the voice. He said, just calm down. You are not up to that level to complain. You are not yet up to that stage. He says sometimes they'll take him to program. People whom they post all of them together, they'll take them to the high seat. While he himself, they'll take him to the back seat, and he himself will be angry. And God will say, no, you are not yet. That's why sometimes you may be praying to find your soulmate, fasting, and you within you will be thinking that you are qualified. But sometimes you need to realize, what do you have to sustain that relationship or that marriage? That's why sometimes God knows that this is your soulmate, but he will not allow him or her to come into your life because he don't want you to carry a load that you won't be able to sustain. You understand me? So some certain things happen for some purposes. So another reason why, another thing that you will do in order for you to find your soulmate, being what? Independent. Yes, being independent. This is where many people fail. This is where many people don't take charge of themselves. Everybody want to depend on everyone. I depend on my husband. My husband will be the one that will provide everything. I don't need to work. I don't need to do any stuff. My husband will be the one that will do this. We have a lot of men today, sorry to say this, who depend on women, who truly depend on women, and that is what I hate mostly. I tell one of my friends, she said I should follow them out for, to take a coffee, to take to have a coffee in the bar, and I don't like to go out like that because I have a lot of work that I always do. He said, the one of my friend, a guy, he just said, you'll be the one that will pay for the meal. I said, no, woman can never pay for meal or for coffee that I will take with her in the first place. If I pay today, she decide to pay tomorrow, that is another thing. But if I take her out or she asked me to go out with her, I will never allow her to pay for the bill in the first place, because that is called disrespect to a man. Yes, you disrespect. If you are a man that a woman pay bill every time for, you are just doing what? You are just turning the woman to become a man while you become a woman. And if you peradventure in future to come, you marry that type of woman, you will surely expect that she will do what? Take charge of you, because that is female system. Whenever you give them that right, they overpowered you. So what am I trying to say? You must be independent. Don't depend. When God said to Abraham, he said, take your wife and leave your father's house. He didn't say they should depend on their parents. He just asked them, you should take your wife and leave your father's house. That means he know that Abraham is already independent. Abraham have something in doing. That is why he ordered him to leave the place. Because when they leave that place, the Bible did not record that on their way or anything, that there was a time that Sarah was complaining about food. Yes, things may be hard, but that does not mean they don't have something to eat or to drink. Even if they eat once in a day, but that does not mean the man is not capable to provide meat. Because even the Bible said, a man who cannot care for his family is worse than a witch. So what am I trying to say is, you must be ready to be independent. You will not depend on anyone. You know what I'm saying? And you must know that you are capable to hold the family that God is giving to you. Not that Tomorrow you will call your parents, I need this, I need that, and no money, no this. Yes, you can call for assist, but you must be ready to take responsibility of your family and of yourself. Sometimes when God look and said and see that you are not capable to do what, to take responsibility of yourself, He will not even allow anybody to come into your life. That is why we have a lot of guys today, a lot of ladies who jump from relationship to another, because once they are tired, they'll leave, because they are not yet a man. They are not talk less of a father. Yes, everybody can give birth to a children. That does not qualify that everybody is a father. Believe me, today I can take a girl, I said, you are my girlfriend. We have, sexual intercourse. Maybe she gets pregnant. It's normal thing to the world today now. But that does not qualify me as a father. What simply qualified me as a father is when I'm capable to take responsibility of my family, even if it is little. When I know that I'm capable to take the responsibility, not running away from the responsibility, because fathers are those who do what, who honor, who make sure they provide all their needs of the family. And mothers are also those who are ready to support the family by all means, to make sure the family are stable. Not a woman who will do what, who will leave their family. There was a story of a woman that I was being told that the moment she gave birth, after 2 months, she run away from her husband and leave the child, a child that is sucking breast. That's when I realized, when God said even your mom and your dad abandoned you when you are still sucking breast, He will do what? He will protect and care for you. Those children is up to some years now. You know what I'm saying? So what am I trying to say? Mothers, girls, ladies are those who are not yet matured enough to be a wife. Everybody can be. You can see a little girl say, you are a lady. See the way you dress like a lady. You know what I'm saying? Her dressing is what qualified her as a lady. But what qualified her as a woman is her maturity. Is the way she do what she do, the way she do what she is capable to do, for her to be taking her responsibility. Because there are some ladies out there, it's not by age. Age does not mean you are a wife. Age does not qualify you as a wife, or you give birth to children does not qualify you as a wife. So sometimes God will not allow a man into your life when He know that you are not yet matured to the level of wife. You are not yet matured to be a wife. So before you start to find your soulmate, or the ways in which you will do what you will find your soulmate, is when you are qualified to be a wife. And every man know whenever a woman is qualified to be a wife. Believe me, every man know, because once a father, someone who is qualified to be a father, see a woman that is qualified to be a wife, the moment they meet, he must surely know this is a wife, not a lady, not a girl, not a child. You know what I'm saying? So you must be ready to be a woman. You must mature to be a woman before you do what you start to find your soulmate. I know that many people will hate this message, but this is just the fat truth. You can't be dependent on your parents, being on all your needs. You want to buy your clothes, you want to buy your eyelashes, you want to paint your mouth, you want to buy this, that, everything relies on them, and you are thinking you are wife. You are still a girl or a lady. You know what I'm saying? So I know sometimes when we say all this kind of thing, people will say, what does that mean? When I was with my parents, I do complain. Yes, when I was with them, I always complain. I always tell them, we eat rice today, we eat rice in the evening, in the afternoon we eat beans, and today now you people want us to eat beans in the morning, or you people want us to eat coffee, or this thing, amala or all those stuff, or nya or panda, you want us to eat it in the morning every day. We eat this one, or maybe throughout the whole day we eat what. Padendiam, and you people want us to be. I don't like it. I don't like. I will be complaining. But when I leave my parents, I leave home after 1 year. That's when I realize what it takes to be a father, not what it takes to be a man. You know what I'm saying? Fathers are those who take responsibility. And another sign that you will see and you know that you are matured enough to do or to look or found or search for a soulmate is when you are what? When you are called by what? Either by, how will I put it? When you are ready. You know what I'm saying? When you are ready. The issue is this, it's not everybody that is ready. Believe me, if you can, there was a lady that I asked one question. I said, why is it that you treat your child like this? He said, I was not ready to be a mother when I get her. It was by mistake that I have the child. I was shocked. Today her son will be in that place. Tomorrow her son will be here. When I was in Sardinia, I always asked her. She was, I can't recall the place where she come from. Today she would drop her son in orphanage, in a place where they used to take children for camp. She would just be running with men, all those stuff. Then at the end, I asked her, why can't you stay with your son in one place? He said he will not allow me to do what I'm doing. Why? Because she is not prepared to be a wife, but she is ready to be a woman or a lady, but she is not qualified to be a wife. So you must be ready. You must be ready to be a father before you start to find or look for your soulmate. Don't make life of others become miserable. You know what I'm saying? Don't just say I'm in love. That qualified you as a father or as a wife. You know what I'm saying? So let's know these things before you start to look for your soulmate or you start to pray. Ask yourself, am I independent or I am still dependent on someone? 2, am I ready? And 3 of it is what I have said earlier. You know what I'm saying? So whenever you are ready to do all these things, just always ask yourself, am I ready? Or am I a wife or a girl or a lady? You know what I'm saying? So that you will not end up regretting why you enter into relationship. Because maturity, age is not by maturity. It is what you produce out of you that make you matured. You know what I'm saying? So remember, blessed. May God bless you.